On to the bye week, in between weeks. We got another 4-star commit, a right guard, and we need that. We need offensive line help. And we got another commit, Glenn Wren, 3-star right tackle. We needed that. So we got 2 more commits, and they on the offensive line. We desperately needed that, especially losing offensive linemen that we lost in the offseason before this season. So definitely came through in a clutch. So we got a 4-star right guard, 3-star right tackle. We needed that. So we solidifying that line, and we still waiting on a couple other recruits that have us number 1 to go ahead and commit. Mike Nickerson, middle linebacker, sophomore middle linebacker, player of the game, 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, also had a pick, a big pick. Kiki Nadoma, American Offensive Player of the Week, 386 yards passing, 8 TDs, no picks, and he's also National Offensive Player of the Week. So he balled out. And there it is. There you go. We facing off against Notre Dame. This is who I thought we were going to face off against every year in the conference championship since I added them to the American Conference. But nonetheless, we finally get to face off against them. And we are on the bye week in between conference championship weekend, the last regular season game. These are some of the matchups that you got coming up. So, and you got Geo Sisk, 8 catches, 87 yards, 1 TD, player of the game for Liberty. USC beat the brakes off of Notre Dame. Good God, 48-7. That is disgusting. And they're still ranked 10th? That's wild. That's crazy. So we do need to check out the recruiting because I believe this is the final week to be able to recruit players until the offseason. And look at that. We taking over the Heisman, the top 5 Heisman again. It's all Florida Atlantic players, and it's the same players. Let's take a peek at the bracket. So we are currently number 1. So although they have us 2 in the nation, which is stupid, it's just stupid. They have us 2 in the nation, undefeated. But we're number 1 in the playoff bracket. So gotta love that. We're the number 1 overall seed. TCU also, they're 4. Oregon is 3. Auburn is 2. Then other teams in the playoff bracket, you got NC State is 12. Stanford is 5. So this all could change after this week. Well, this all will change after this week, depending on who wins and who loses. But let's take a peek back at the schedule. So we opened up the season 42-21 over Miami, beat Florida. Then we beat Tennessee. We beat Florida 65-0. Then we beat Tennessee 63-21. Florida State, we beat them 35-3. SMU 42-3. Temple 70-24. Tulsa 69-20. Navy 49-0. USF 63-17. Army 63-0. Rice 42-21. North Texas 62-14. And now we have Notre Dame for the conference championship, and they're sitting at 9-3 on the year, 7-1 in the conference, number 10 in the nation. So it'll be an interesting matchup. It'll be interesting. I don't even think we played them in a regular season. So this will be our first time playing them this season, and it'll be for the conference championship. So again, we're on the bye. The next week will be conference championship week, and we got to check and see what all we have left as far as recruiting wise, as far as hours. We also got to make sure that we got to check and see if we need to upgrade. If I might sit on those 21 points for Coach Blackman. I don't know. We'll see. We'll take a peek at that. But for the time being, we got to check out this recruiting. And see what we got left. So we got 290 hours to work with for this week. So we need to go ahead and use that up because I don't want to leave nothing left and then it just disappears or it just goes away. So we want to utilize what we got. We need to see who's left that hasn't had a visit, that if we can get a visit scheduled for them. I'm not sure if we can get a visit scheduled for them. So Larry Jameson, kicker. Looks like Miami's got that in a bag. Let's see. Cop. There's still room to. Oh, Tracy LaRue. Okay, so that looks like we got our first punter we're going to close in on. That's a good thing right there. Eric Crick, quarterback. We in prime position to land Eric Crick, so that's good. That's real good. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, throw power 93, accuracy 87. That's a good look. he'll be good for the future down the line. Gallo, let's see, running back. They won't let us schedule a visit for him. That sucks. Probably going to have to wait to the offseason for guys like that. Speed 87. See, I don't like that 87 speed for him. Not at my running back position, no. Although some of my early running backs, their speed wasn't that high, really. So we got to remove him. He has us locked out. Asamoah. We're moving up now. We're gaining steam. We got about 15 hours left to work with for him. So we want to go ahead and DM the player and search social media to see if that can give us that extra boost to jump us ahead to number 1 on his list. So Yancey has us number 1. We jumped up there for him. So we want to go ahead and DM the player, search social media for him as well. Brown, we're in good position for him too. We're pulling away better for him than we were with the other players. So, and we're fully maxed out with him. That's probably why. So let me see what else we got. That might be it. I mean, I really don't have nothing else to do, really, honestly. So I might as well go ahead and advance. If they let us use it, then they let us use it. If not, it's cool. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. We got another commit. 3-star right tackle, Channing Gold. So we got another offensive line commit. Again, we need all the offensive linemen we can get. Crick has us number 2. I don't like that. I thought we were number 1. We must have fell off on that one. So let me see. Let me take a peek. Do we have anything? Will it? Yeah, they let us. Okay, so 440 hours. This must be the last week. This has to be the last week. Yeah, we were number 1 and we fell off. South Carolina jumped us. See, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And they won't let us schedule a visit either. So this is getting choppy as far as Eric Crick is concerned. So I utilized the rest of the hours that I could utilize for him. Everything else, we're going to have to let it ride. We're going to have to let it ride because we don't really have nothing we can do with anybody else. They won't let us schedule any visits. So we're going to have to cut it right there. And then the next episode, we'll get into gameplay versus Notre Dame in the conference championship. As always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with not only this Florida Atlantic Dynasty rebuild, but other college football 25 content as well. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time.